Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today we meet the Moran family, local owners of Window World. And I make an easy coating, just 3 ingredients for fresh walleye. But first, a water ski show and pepper contest made a splash at Lake Milton. It was advertised as a water ski show and a hot pepper contest, but it was so much more. The Lake Milton Historical Society had a great deal of information about the lake, and they had pictures from days gone by. Really interesting. It was all kinds of family fun at the Harry Michelle picnic area. And they had mermaids they took to the land to meet their fans, and they were available for pictures. And that was really, really cool. Friendly pirates were available for some swashbuckling tales and, of course, pictures. And they were teaching the act of pirate speak. The music of Side 2 providing the party soundtrack. And there were vendors, and they were selling their wares and promoting lots of their small businesses. And don't forget about the classic cars. They were everywhere, gorgeous, in pristine condition. And they were taking advantage of this perfect weather to show off their vehicles. And I'm not sure what that alligator was all about, but it was to scale, and it was great for picture taking. And then it was time for the hot pepper contest. Anywhere in the world, Judge Scott Hunter is an enthusiastic participant for pepper contests.
Casey, we have a ball doing this. It's so much fun. It's for a great cause. Beautiful venue, gorgeous weather. Lake Milton is wonderful this time.
I know the Historical Society is benefiting. So is the American Legion. I mean, this is like the old-timey stuff with the kids.
It really is. Look at the families out here, the wiener dog races, the boats on the lake. It's fantastic. And they have fireworks tonight, I believe.
Right. I mean, this is an all-day affair. And, I want to thank Ralph for setting all this stuff up. But I think this should be an annual event again.
Oh, we're going to be back next year and every year after that, I assure you.
With over 30 peppers entered, the judges were busy. Now, the judging was based on heat, appearance, and flavor. And thankfully, pepper aficionado Judge Scott Hunter stepped up and donated the cash prize money. $100 for first, $50 for second, and $25 for third place. Now, it took a while, and there was a lot of tasting, but the winners were finally chosen. And the wiener dog races, they were hilarious. I have never seen one before, and they ran so fast, and they were definitely one of the crowd's favorites. Now, Lake Milton has not hosted a water ski show since the 70s. And they had the Chippewa Lake Water Ski Show team, and they were absolutely amazing. The precision and the timing were spot on. And they had things like the pyramids, they had a lot of ramps, and then they had a lot of 360-degree turns. It was really a huge hit. I've never seen a ski show in person, and I'll tell you, this one was really amazing. The cool thing about the ski show was it kicked off with a parachuter dropping directly from the sky straight down to the lake to kick off the ski show. It was a beautiful day. The weather was perfect. There was lots of entertainment, and it was really a great day to be at the lake.
When we're taking our break from pillaging and plundering, we're watching that Casey Malone, we are.
This is Senior Solutions, brought to you by the Reese family, the owners of Briarfield Healthcare Centers. This new series will explain care programs available to your family. Right now, we're at Briarfield Place in Boardman. I've heard that my insurance will only pay for 20 days in a skilled nursing facility.
We hear that all the time. You may not need 20 days in a skilled nursing facility, but there's a lot of factors that go into how long you're going to be in a skilled nursing facility. It's based upon your insurance, it's based upon your diagnosis, your rehab potential, your prior function, and most importantly, the progress that you make while you're here. So to say they're going to pay for 20 days, that's not entirely the whole story.
Briarfield knows you have lots of questions, and they have the answers. With Senior Solutions, you'll have a clear understanding of Briarfield's care programs.
GABA Camp is open year-round for adults with disabilities and their families. GABA Camp is compliant with the ADA for accessibility. A paved wheelchair path provides scenic and recreational opportunities for everyone. We still have much more to offer. GABA Camp is a 501c3 for the betterment of people with intellectual, physical, and developmental disabilities from all walks of life. Donate now. Your help is needed. Giving is living.
You already know us for our top-tier windows, but what about our advanced gutter systems? With our Double Pro gutter filtration, 2 layers of industrial-grade aluminum keeps debris out of your gutters and drives rainwater away from your home. Plus, our continuous hanger technology reinforces your entire gutter system for maximum strength and drainage. And we'll install it all in as little as 1 day. Why wait for the next storm to get gutters that perform? Not only do we stand behind our gutters, we hang on them.
It's patio season at Carmela's. Enjoy our family's traditional Italian favorites and creative daily specials. We're open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday. Carmela's on Western Reserve Road in Boardman.
Weight loss goals aren't one size fits all. At Hurricane Health and Wellness, we understand the struggle. We've been there too. That's why we offer the most popular, effective weight loss medications at an affordable price. Look and feel your best today with Hurricane Health and Wellness.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Well, I've got a special guest in the kitchen with me today.
Yeah, from the boat to the kitchen.
From the boat. We had a really good time. We went walleye fishing about a week or so ago. We caught our fill.
Lake the table. We caught more than that.
We did get more than that. But our friend Michelle gave us this recipe, and it really didn't have a name, so we made up a name. And it's called 3-ingredient walleye
coating.
Yeah. Okay, 3 ingredients.
Since you have 100 pounds of walleye, you gotta,
You're
try
looking for different ways. I love the fish fry, big fan of the fish fry, but you don't always want to heat the oil and all that stuff. And this really is super easy. The ingredients are mayonnaise, half cup, a quarter of a cup of horseradish, and 1/8 of a cup of soy sauce. That's it. So, and you really don't want to marinate this for very long. You just get it all mixed up in the bowl and, let it sit there for a few minutes. But, the big thing is the grill temperature. Let's talk about that.
Right. So the grill has to be super hot. So you want it 500 plus. And you're also making your pieces smaller. These are like 3 to 4 inch pieces. So they're going to be on for roughly 1 to 2 minutes a side. I don't really mind if it's undercooked, so it's less for me. But you do want to burn this on the outside, almost.
You'll get like it'll brown.
Or at least brown.
And walleye is a pretty sturdy fish.
Sure.
So you don't have to worry about really overcooking it. If it's a thicker piece, let it sit there a little bit longer. But then you got a little skinny piece.
But then you do have some thin ones.
So just pay attention to it. And of course, we use a grate. We use a special basket instead of straight on the grill.
Right, because it will cook through, so it will flake up eventually, especially on the turn.
So you want to make sure you use a grate or grill basket and make sure it's sprayed real well.
So that's fully coated.
So look at that, it's fully coated.
Yeah, real.
5 minutes or so.
Almost soupy.
But it's nice. And so that's that.
Okay, that was quick.
I know, look how
now
quick
that's an easy
3
recipe.
ingredients. So now, I think before we venture any further,
you want to set your priorities?
We're going to go outside into the heat of our hot grill. So instead of waiting till the end, I think we should sip a
nice summer
cucumber
sipper.
cooler.
Yeah.
While we're going out.
Okay.
And this is another easy peasy drink. So I have a juicer. So I juice my own cucumbers. And sometimes I leave the skin on the real nice English ones, so it has a darker thing, but I peel them usually too. If you don't have one, use the muddler and put it at the very bottom of your glass and just muddle it and it'll bring out the cucumber flavor. 2 ounces of vodka.
Okay. Is this for each or for?
For each.
So it's 4.
Well, per drink. The recipe
so it's 4.
is going to be per drink. Oh, okay. Yeah. So then split it between the 2. You could do it that way. All right, but it's 2 per. I don't need 4. Ooh.
Okay.
And remember, always the measure is very important.
I'm sure that's perfectly even.
And then 1 ounce of cucumber juice per. So 2. And split it.
How about if I have my shaker card?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna split this perfectly again.
Okay. Ooh, listen to that.
Yep.
I got Ken this for Christmas. He's a big sparkling water guy. And I got him this, and I'll tell you, it was a very good investment, wasn't it? And then we are just gonna top it with sparkling water, club soda, seltzer, unflavored, whatever you want. And I think lime or lemon work well.
A little garnish.
Or how about both? Okay, there we go. And that's it. It's very refreshing. It's really been a nice, warm, hot summer. And I think these
throwing a cucumber in
are
there too?
going to do it. You want me to? Sure, whatever you want. Give them whatever they
want,
a
jalapeno?
Jack, jalapeno would be good in there.
Yeah.
We're going to take this party outside and we are going to get grilling with our walleye.
One thing I did learn after that weekend was, even though this is over 500 and approaching 600, that this should be on high. Because I turned it on high after I flipped that first time and it wasn't dark, but I flipped that second time and it was.
Okay.
So it's got to have that
So you've
high.
got to have your grill.
Even though you're going to have some heat here, guys. So just hang with me, all right? You still want to have your grill on high because you still want to get a burn on this. So I'll let some heat out, right?
Okay.
But I'm going to throw this fish right onto one of those pans.
And how accurate is that temperature? It's still going up. Yeah, you're right.
Any last words of advice, people?
Now, Jimmy, we made this the other night. Jimmy LaPata was one of our boat mates. And what did you think of this recipe?
I loved it. Something different other than fried, even though, everybody loves it fried.
I know, but the fry is so messy and so much cleanup,
Looks good already.
But this is easy with 3 ingredients And look at how this sizzle is. It just sizzles.
All right. And down
and then
it goes.
You close the grill.
That's it.
Should we set the timer?
I got splashed. No, I mean, this is just a count off, a regular thing. You take a couple sips, right? You make a few jokes, and it's a couple minutes. There you go.
Well, I think this recipe is really easy and really fabulous. And I think it's a lot more low-cal than all the fry and all the other stuff, don't you think?
You've been saying that for a long time. Stop the fry.
Okay. I love the fry.
But I love the fry.
I love the fry. Here you go. So a little caprese. And I'm going to tell you, this is a beautiful, beautiful summer dish. And we're going back. We're getting more fish, aren't we?
Yes.
Real soon.
Yep. With Captain Longo.
You did not wear your Captain Longo shirt.
It was too hot. Sorry, Captain Longo. Sorry, Jimmy.
This should have its own show.
Recipes are so easy and they are so delicious. And they're going to be on my website. It is the 3-ingredient walleye coating. You saw how easy it came together. And then also for the cucumber cooler. The cucumber cooler is the best. And
cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. And we have got more coming up for summer. I think we're going to try the flat top next. Cheers.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
Hi, I'm Robbie Fellman. And I'm John Stanko from Boardman Subaru, where the Subaru A Lot to Love event is going on now. We're celebrating the safest vehicles on the road with the highest resale value and the best customer satisfaction in the industry.
Come check out amazing deals this month with great lease payments and special APR financing.
Come and see why there's a lot to love at Boardman Subaru, just south of Route 224 on South Avenue.
For over 75 years, Kamara Jewelers has been the destination for quality jewelry. Our collection has a piece for everyone, in every occasion. Whether you're starting a new chapter, celebrating a milestone, or showing appreciation for the special people in your life, you can find a piece that reflects your love. At Kamara, we're about timelessness. Our jewelry isn't just for special occasions, it's for everyday moments that deserve a touch of elegance.
Get real, get Kamara. Locally sourced is good, whether it's ingredients or a bank, and that's why my bank is Farmers National Bank. Since 1887, Farmers has remained rock solid through every economic condition. Having a bank with a history of safety, soundness, and conservative management is a must. It all boils down to this. You need a bank that will help you reach your goals. I do too, and Farmers is mine. Farmers National Bank, rock solid.
Hi, I'm Michael Senchak, and First Light Home Care is trusted by local, state, and national veteran organizations to arrange needed services for local vets. Most of these services come at no cost to the individual. Our goal is simple, to offer the services you need to stay in your home. This may include assistance with mobility, bathing, personal care, and meal preparation.
We are proud to serve our local veteran heroes. Thank you for your service and for trusting our family to take care of yours for over 10 years.
Please bear with me. Due to Big Ten football on NBC, the Casey Malone Show will now be seen Sundays at 7 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. on WBCB. Anytime on CaseyMaloneShow.com. Don't miss it. Well, I'm sure you recognize the two gentlemen that I'm here with, Pat and Fred Moran. You've seen them hanging off gutters, standing on windows, and they are the owners of Window World. And I remember when you guys started. Originally, you were in the window business in what, Toledo?
Yeah, I've been in the window business for a lot of years, 40 some years, and came back to Youngstown in 2001 with a franchise opportunity with Owens Corning. And then maybe 3 months after I was here, we ran into Window World in an article in a magazine, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And one thing led to another. We ran down to North Carolina and met with them and joined their team.
Going into business with your dad, was it hard to get Fred to go along with this?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Pat said, read this article. I made the phone call down there, was invited down, spent a night with them. We talked on the way back and we agreed, let's get involved. But Pat said, you can't sell a window for $189 installed and give it a lifetime warranty. Can't happen. Well, we found out that it did. That was the first trick. And then we got back here, made the deal, called them next day and said, we're on board, one condition. We have Pittsburgh office to own at the same time, the market.
So you started immediately with the Youngstown and Pittsburgh market?
Within 6
months, yeah. We purchased Erie a year after that, and we've since sold that location, but today we have 6 locations, which are, of course, Pittsburgh, Youngstown, Weirton, West Virginia, Akron, Cleveland, and Toledo, and then I have a partner in Detroit.
How is it being like a family working together? I mean, has it ever gotten a little hairy?
There are times when we didn't always agree.
Right.
You talk about it. It's like anything else. You have an issue, you resolve it. And we were able to resolve any issues we had. So in the last 23 years, we've gotten along very well.
The ability that this company has given you to give back.
Bingo.
And you have really, I mean, I see Window World everywhere. You contribute to so many things, you know, with the Ursuline Sisters and beyond. And I mean, that's really got to be rewarding that you're able to, that this lifestyle has given you that ability.
I'm a firm believer God's in control. Right. Without God, we wouldn't have what we have. That's my personal opinion. And I'm just so happy that I can give back.
And what do you think the future looks like? Because now you're, you know, big man on campus, Pat, and I know you've got your children involved. And are you looking at your retirement?
Oh, of course. And I'm thinking like next Thursday.
Next Thursday? What do you got? I got a golf game. And
for the most part, we have a fabulous team in all of our locations that can do the work, that do great work for us. And I appreciate each and every one of them. With that being said, it makes my job a lot easier next to my kids working with me. And I can't ask for anything better. You know, they will be my legacy when I decide I want to retire, which is not in the cards at this point, but I'm too happy in what I'm doing. I love what I do.
Well, Angie is Pat's wife, and you were at the ground floor when all the Window World stuff started here.
Oh, definitely.
And how was that, organizing the offices between Pittsburgh and Youngstown?
Yeah.
And this was kind of pre-computer.
Right. So we would have a calendar book, and I would set all the appointments with the calendar, and then I'd handwrite the lead slips, and they would pick them up and go on their appointments.
These were before cell phone days.
Oh yeah, these were before.
So were we beepers? Were you giving like all your guys beepers to call back and stuff? You forget.
Yeah.
You know how to contact people pre-cell phone.
Right.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
How did you manage that? Because, you know, you had all these people in the field.
Well, if I need to reach one of our installation crews, I would just call the customer's home and tell them who I am and can I speak to so-and-so.
So you retired before Fred?
Yes.
So
I
what's
retired
that
when
all
my first
about?
granddaughter was born.
And you gave it all up?
Yeah.
And now
I don't regret it.
Do you come back and
Oh
you
yeah, I
help
come
and do
in.
anything?
Yeah, he brings the bills home for me to sign.
Checks.
You know, the checks.
Checks.
So we can pay all the bills. I think I'm more busy now than I was when I worked. You know, I'm busy taking care of my parents. I'm busy with the grandkids. There's always something. My calendar's full. But it was nice to be a part of for so many years because I worked at all of our window companies, even in Toledo, Kalamazoo. I used to set appointments from home.
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach.
Wow. The technology has really helped that.
Oh, tremendously. But you know, you only do what you know. So when that starts coming, you start learning more about that. And it makes your life a lot easier.
Well, we are here in the massive warehouse. Patrick and Mandy are the third generation. And you for 21 years. You've been basically here since the beginning.
Yes. Yeah.
Windows is in your blood?
It is. I bleed blue.
I mean, you installed?
I installed, I was a service tech, I did sales, management in multiple different departments. I've done basically everything except the marketing and accounting department.
And that is where Miss Bandy comes in. Now, did you do some installs?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
was
go
out there. No.
You know,
No.
every job.
Yeah, I know. No, I started here with our office staff. So I started our training program to train all of our office staff, so more office related, and then now I do our marketing.
You got 2 daughters, each of you have a girl. Are you gonna bring them up? Do you think we could continue this to the 4th?
As long as you want to.
Yeah, as long as they want to. Yeah, I'm not going to pressure her, and I know he wouldn't pressure Emma either, to come in. But if they want to, yeah, we're.
I mean, you go out, you're in the public. We were just talking about the fair. And I'm like, is it worth it, to go out and work those booths? But you say you really do make those connections, when you're out and about.
Yeah, I think too, just like community, like being out in the community, like it's more than just windows, it's about like giving back. And I think we have those conversations with people too, of just getting those relationships as well. And it's a great thing. I love it.
When Fred jumped out of the plane and stuff, I mean, that was insane. But that was really cool.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that really is memorable, that people, years from now will remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think your community involvement is amazing. I mean, you guys are everywhere.
Well, if it wasn't for this community, then we wouldn't be here. So it's really important to us that we give back.
Not only do we stand behind our windows, we stand on them.
This is so thrilling.
For more information regarding any content from our show, please visit our website, CaseyMaloneShow.com. Your comments and ideas are appreciated. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.